It was fun. I know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The first thing I did was I got him. Okay, hold up. Let's back it up. Hi. How are you? Did you miss me? I missed you. I did. I really did. Um, my God. My God. Also, first off, um, Sing, thanks for being first. I'm so sorry for not having my shit ready. Um, Hi Fax. Mwah. Hi Mag. Mwah. Thank you guys for being second and third. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi Spec. Mwah. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, babe. Mwah. I appreciate it. Welcome Bucky. Welcome Alma. Hi Griggle. Mwah. Hi Raccoon. Mwah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi Moko. Mwah. Can we get a shout out for Moko? I love Moko. Hi Spike. Mwah. Welcome. Hi everyone. Hello. If you didn't say hi, just say hi again. I have some water. I'll have some water. Hi Lynx. Mwah. Okay. So, let's talk. Let's talk about it. So, as you guys know, I've been not here recently. I've been traveling. A few weeks ago I was in Florida. Hi Hunter. Mwah. And thank you. And I was there. It was just lots of fun. I was hanging out. It was a good time. Was with some cute boys. Got some sloppy fucking head. Yeah, it was a great time. And it was relaxing. It was relaxing. That was a very relaxed trip, which is just really nice. I went to a nude beach there. I did some public stuff. Lots of chickens. And then I was I went home. I was back at home for a few days, back in Minnesota. I don't want to live here anymore. I am definitely looking at moving out. We'll talk about that because I've been doing some research. And then I went on a trip to Toronto. I landed in Pittsburgh. I went to go meet up with Chance. We drove to his place because we had to. Well, obviously, like the only airport is like in Pittsburgh, so I was there, and then we drove, which was quite a while. We drove quite a while to his place, and it was. I stayed at his place for a day, which it was very different from mine. You know, it was very different from mine. Because I'm just not used to it. I haven't had a okay. He has a dog, a very adorable dog, Remy. I ended up sleeping in the same bed as Remy because there was no space. He lives alone with Remy, so I was sleeping with Remy. Girl, I was sleeping with Remy. I was sleeping with the dog. What the dog doing? Remy was nice. We were chill. Yo, she be biting and shit. It was. I mean, okay. Granted, I was very thankful that I was staying there for a night. You know. However, I don't like it. I would not ever do that again. It was more of a necessity. I was trying to save as much money as possible for this trip because this was an optional trip, right? And I was spending my own money to do it. So like, I didn't want to spend money. So it is what it is. And I don't like sleeping with people. Like, I love fucking people, but I don't like sleeping with people. I don't know if that makes any sense. I am not being the girl allegations. Yeah. I don't like sleeping with people. They get hot. I get hot. There's no space. They snore. I snore. It's too much. You like the ground? Yeah. Well, it's where you belong. No, I'm just kidding. So and also his room was upstairs, which was hotter. Downstairs was way colder.
Hiya!
So I took that. However, so we drive to Toronto, which it's fine. I mean, it's 5.5 hours. And one moment, yeah, I realized, and we'll get into that later. We'll get into also hi, welcome. We'll get into that later. What I kind of realized about myself and the future for Anwi. Um, so I okay. So we drive to Toronto. We chat. We're yapping for hours. We're listening to music. He finds out that so I don't know. I did have a lot of fun with him. So he didn't know this about me that I listen to a lot of different music. I'll listen to K-pop. I'll listen to rap. I'll listen to some real hood shit. I do enjoy it. I listen to e-girl music. I listen to hyper pop. I'm down for some folk music, bitch. I love a soundtrack. I love a good ballad. I've some of them border on almost classical, but not quite. I fuck with some country. Okay, I don't want to hear it. The only thing I don't really vibe with is metal. I'm not here for metal. Sorry. You will not find me listening to metal. I think the closest thing I like that's metal isn't entirely metal. Anyways, so the drive is good. The first thing we do is so we get there. Mind you, I land at midnight. Okay, the first thing we do, we get IHOP. The lady's super fucking nice. Super nice. We get IHOP. I get a chicken fried steak because I'm that bitch. I love a chicken fried steak. If I see a chicken fried steak on the menu, I'm ordering a chicken fried steak. Hi, Alistair. Mwah. That's just who I am. It's mid as fuck because it's IHOP. However, it's not the worst I've ever had, right? It's good when you're starving and it's midnight. We drive to his place. The dog's not there. Okay, so mind you, the dog's not there. The dog's being taken care of by someone else. So the first night, I get there. I make my bed downstairs. My god, the dog hair. So if you didn't know this about me, when I had Luna, I did not let Luna into my room. I love Luna, but I did not let Luna into my bed. I did not let Luna into my room because I don't fuck with the dog hair. Well, now when it comes to everywhere else in the house, she's allowed to go anywhere she wants, right? So I let her do that. His dog, the dog hair is, it's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a him problem. It's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, dogs are just gonna shed. That is just what dogs do. But I am someone who loves to wear black. And dog hair and black do not mix. That is a crazy sentence. Dog hair and black clothing do not mix. They just don't. They show up unless your dog has black hair. Yo, you're gonna see it. It was crazy. My socks looked crazy. He didn't wash. No, he washed so he washed his sheets, but like everywhere else had dog hair. You know what I mean? You have dog hair. Same with cats. And hairy boyfriend's true. It is what it is. But I was only there for a night, so the first thing we did, we got up early, we started driving. Because it's a 5-hour drive, around 6 hours. Bitch, it ended up taking 7 to 8. Because we had one stop. So, okay, so we're driving for a while, and and it's raining, so that sucks. We're chatting about life, we're chatting about the future, we're chatting about streaming, we're chatting about what we want to do for our channels. It's a really good time, right? And we, like, on the last hour 30, I want to say, we end up making a stop. We tried to stop, but we missed it. And then we tried to circle around, and we just said, oh, the nearest rest stop. So it takes us to a different one. That's, like, not even. It's, like, a side where you can just park for a second. I'm like, oh, fuck. So we have to drive around, then we finally drive back, which is another 20 minutes. Then we eat there. We have a conversation. Then we walk back. There's hella food. Hi, Queen. Hasiner? Hasiner? I don't know how to say your name. Let me know how to say your name. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I hope you enjoy your stay. My name's Anwi. Voice actor, VTuber, adult entertainer. How did you find me? Did you find me on Fansly? On Pornhub? Were you gooning? You two do publics? No. Well, actually, okay. Okay. No more questions. We'll get to it. Also, hi, Sam. I'm pretty. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. You have any snack? What are you eating? Okay, so, we drive there, very first night. We get there around 6, 7? Ah? Just kidding. I think we get there around 5. I'm not even joking. I love that Automod held that. Oh, I forgot to remove Automod because I've been doing sponsorships. I have not ever had a dried apricot. I want to. I love the smell of apricots so much. Have you heard of sucker tort? I want to try that so bad. It's this chocolate cake with like an apricot marmalade in the middle. It sounds so good. Hi, crazy. Mwah. Okay. We get there. What do we do on the first day? Oh, we pick up our badges. We're like barely 15 minutes before they close early badge pickup. I was like, oh fuck. Also, hi Bongo. Mwah. Hi, welcome, babe. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I hope you will also enjoy your stay. Mwah. I'm gonna try to do my best to keep track of a bunch of different chats at once, but please forgive me. I am retarded. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? Brain no work. So we do that. We get that. We just eat. We eat. I'm messaging boys. Oh, we go to Walmart. Okay. No, it was not for Anime North. This was for Oshi Uplink, which was the very first of its kind in Canada. It's a VTuber focused convention, a lot like Offkai. I want to visit. I would love to visit Canada more often. But like it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Also, if you guys didn't know this, I take CBD pills, which is marijuana. And I can't cross the border with them, so I didn't have them, so I just took melatonin, which was but definitely CBD helps me sleep. I know that about myself. Oh, can we change this to just chatting, please? I'm not as quiet today. I'm yapping like loud. Thank you. CBT. God damn it. You can get something. We didn't. We were so tired after the drive. We just wanted to be back at our place. We got it the next day. Anyways, when we get to the Airbnb, bitch, tell me why. So I had Chance set it up, and I just paid him. Okay, tell me fucking why this man gets the place. It has 2 beds. It only has 1 room. It has 1 bed, and it's a fucking futon in the other room, which is divided by just a wall. I was like, bitch. Because y'all know I like my own bed. And I was like, hi Darren. I was like, oh, it's literally just a fanfic. It's just a fanfic. The first thing I did was claim the bed. I claimed the bed. Which, shout out to Chance, love him. Also, thank you for changing it. Can't bring a raincoat. Lips make your chain smoke. In doja while you doing what I say so. You in your bed? Yeah. Maybe. Um. You're trying to like the rest of us? Yeah. So I claimed the bed and I posted up in there. The place was really nice. However, weird as fuck, the host family, I'm gonna say family, because they literally have a house in front. Like a larger house. Like these were some rich motherfuckers. They literally were in front of us and we parked next to them. It was so fucking weird. It was so weird. I don't want to see you. I get you're the host. I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you. We're not friends. We're not affiliated. I don't see you. You don't see me. I'm like a ninja. Not just because I'm Japanese, but because you don't see me unless I want you to see me. Oh yeah. Just wait until tomorrow when I walk out in fucking heels and a booty short. Anyways. We get there. We're tired as fuck. I can't even remember what we eat. I don't even remember what we ate the first night. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, no. Couple of that crazy. Yeah. That one. What was it? Superhost. Anyways, it was whatever. It was weird. But yeah, we go to Walmart, which no one told me that Indian immigrants fucking own a part of Toronto. Was anyone gonna share that information with me? Because I did not expect it. Because mind you, I was there like nearly 4 years ago. That was not the case. Girl, here's my thing. Did Moko say it? If Moko said it, I'm fucking crazy. Here's my thing. Rich Indians, love them. Rich Indians are great. Poor ones, my god. People would cough in my face. Like, they would just cough and not cover their mouths. I don't know if that is a thing that people don't do in India, but that would only happen with the Indian people that I would run into. It was insane. I literally started taking some. I took Dayquil because I was like, let's get this shit early. I don't know if it works like that, but I was like, let's get this shit early. They were staring, lots of stares, but I'm used to stares because I look like a fucking homo, and people be staring. Which I don't mind. I love it. And I occasionally get the straight guy that looks at you up and down, and they be really checking you out. Love that. Avoid patient zero. Yeah. Emergency. Yeah. Emergency is me leaving. Me leaving the country, bitch. It was the worst. We went to Walmart there because they don't have Target. If you guys didn't know this, they do not have Target in Canada because Target failed. So we went to Walmart, and what I had experienced in the past and what I had been told is Walmart is pretty high quality there. Girl, when I tell you that was fucking Mumbai. Where's Mumbai? Is that India? I don't know. But girl! Bitch! I felt like I was in the streets of New Delhi. I don't know where that is. I'm just saying places. Oh my god, it was a mess. It was a mess. There were cars and people screaming. You know, it stunk. Everything was dirty and misplaced. My god. My god. Which mom? So we stayed in Brampton. That was the mistake. Can I just be honest with you? Look. In fucking Bollywood, they got some hot guys. Oh, girl. I couldn't even open up Grindr Because okay, I wish I picked the apartment or the Airbnb. Let me say that, okay? Don't trust anybody, not even yourself. I learned my lesson. Okay. So, when I would open up Grindr, it was literally like being swarmed by bees. I was screaming and swiping, screaming and swiping. Like, I would just get jump scared. Yeah. 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 Literally, like, in the future, if I ever like, I will travel with Chance again. I love Chance. He is. I was gonna say he's my homie, not because he's black, because he's my friend. He's my homie, and he's black. It's he was my homie. Then he became no. He became okay. Shut up. Anyways, there were the occasional hot dudes, pretty rare. And they were all like fucking 45 minutes away. So I was like, shh, in game. I'm gonna run it down mid in game. So yeah, it was a mess. However, first night we just survived. I bought what I needed to. So the last Airbnb I went to in Florida, those motherfuckers didn't provide shampoo, soap, body wash, nothing. It was so fucking lame. Nude Beach? Yeah, I went to Nude Beach in Florida. It was really good. I did some IRL content there. Which, if you guys haven't already, I posted it to Fansly, which it's a link. Because you can't post it on Fansly. However, if you did sub after I did the mass message drop, message me after you sub and I'll send you the link, okay? I know, right? Well, a lot of so if you guys didn't know this, I'm a Japanese femboy. I'm already upfront about that, right? However, what sucks about some parts, a lot of the gay scene in just general, and that I often forget about, is because like I vibe with a lot of straight guys, or straight in air quotes, straight, curious guys, and like bisexual guys. Man, I forgot regular gays are snobby, rude, mask for mask, white for white. um, you know, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Um, yeah, it was a weird reminder. I was like, oh yeah, like regular gays are just like that. So I don't really fuck with gay people like that. It's more bisexual people. Um, like bisexual people are my favorite people. Sorry. I don't really fuck with curious guys like that because they always be crazy. And then they always do a girlfriend reveal after the fact. I love this song. With you. Feeling the dick all up in my armpit. That's the lyrics. That's great. Well, gay people so no longer is everyone just bi? No, the people that are gay are like, they're like super aggressively, like gym gays. Everyone there like goes to the fucking gym. It's like weird. They're all like, they all fuck each other at the gym. And then they have just like old ugly guys. It's like polar extremes. There were some cute guys though, and I did get to talking with a few of them, but we were in bumfuck nowhere, so it was really hard to link up with any of them. And I don't have a car, and I'm not gonna take a 45-minute Uber. They are aggressive. Old like old gay people are the fucking worst because they're always aggressive and creepy. I did get my dick sucked though, but that's a story. That's another story. We'll get into that. So the second day, boom, 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 second day. So it's the first day of the convention. It is Saturday. Um, Didn't care about being canceled. Yeah, I literally, like, actual sexual assault, bitch. They're crazy. I went to Oshi Uplink. So it's the first day of the con. I get in my nun outfit. I feel very awkward walking down that driveway past the family. I put on the nun outfit. It's kind of mismatched because it's part of my old one and part of my new one. But I'm click-clacking in heels, like a little homo. First thing we do is I'm like, let's hit up an edible shop. I need CBD, because I need to sleep. We get these delicious, cookies and cream. Like they're kind of shaped like Maltesers or Whoppers in the U.S. What an ugly name. They're both ugly.
Bro,
anyways,
still gay. No, you're gay.
Yeah, I'm in my cute little nun outfit, looking gay as fuck. Heels, click clacking. Everything's tight. We hit up an edible shop. I'm going in my nun outfit. I look crazy. I look like a hooker. That alert's no, it's not new. I love that alert. So nothing new, yeah. We get there. The first thing I do is chances to get something from the car. So I walk to the convention. I take one. I walk to the convention. I stop midway. It's cold as shit. Chances like, oh shit, I forgot something in the car. He goes back to the car, so I'm standing there waiting for him on the sidewalk. And these two regular ass girls walk by and they go, oh my god. Their reaction was, oh my god. And I'm feeling myself. I'm like, oh, me? Don't take the Lord's name in vain. I laugh. I don't say nothing to them because I don't know them like that and I'm cold as shit. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Girls are attracted to me sometimes. It's kind of strange. I always get surprised. Anyways, we go in there. The first thing we do is we go to the bathroom. My favorite thing about being in my nun outfit and going to the bathroom is walking into the men's bathroom in fucking heels, and my heels are clacking on the fucking tiles. That is the funniest thing to me. I think that's literally hilarious. I think that's so fucking funny. So I'm doing that. I'm standing up pissing in my heels. I'm not in my heel. I'm not pissing on the heels. Anyways, so the funniest thing happens is when I'm walking out, a guy opens the door and we run into each other almost, and he stops. I look at him, he looks at me, a surprise Pikachu face. And then he like leans back to like look at the sign of the door. And I laugh at him. He laughs at me. It's like hilarious. Easily one of the highlights for me. Cause girl, let me tell you, this con was dead as fuck. This con was dead as fuck. No one was here. Nothing was there. The place was small. Girl, they weren't even serving. They didn't even have food trucks. I'm too afraid. I am. Thank you, though. Mwah. I just want the... I would love to go to Anime Expo again and meet some cute guys and be in my nun outfit and look adorable. But it's so expensive. Send me money, please. Just kidding. Hi, Miles. Mwah. So that was really funny. We stay at the convention. Seeing that none of... I know, right? That's why it makes it so funny. Also, hi, Endo. I didn't say hi. Hi. Yeah, it's a new con. It was the very first one. It was small as fuck. But the girl that made it is like... That helped make it was like a VTuber. And I got to meet her, and I got to meet a few other people, which was nice. I know, right? No, not even any food trucks. So I was like, bitch, I don't have any food. So, if you checked out my Safer Work Twitter, you'll see after the convention... Oh my god, hold up. We stay there for a bit, we walk around, we don't really chat with anybody because ain't nobody there. We've chat with a few people, but they're all super busy. So we kind of fuck off after a little bit. Like, literally, we're not there for very long because there's nothing to do. And there's really no one to meet because I don't really know none of them, and Chance doesn't know all of them. So the ones that we talk to, we'd only talk to a few people because there weren't that many VTubers. Because when you go to a VTuber convention, you would think that a majority of them are VTubers. No, a majority of them are regular people that like VTubers. There's only a handful of VTubers. So when you condense that down to a smaller size, let's say at Sumi or not SumiCon, I'm fucking retarded. What's the one? At Offkai, let's say there's 1,000 VTubers. At Oshi Uplink, there's gonna be like fucking 10. It's significantly smaller. It's tiny. Like, there was like nothing. So we leave after not too long. We only chat with a few people. A guy comes up to me. Yo, I accidentally did this, and this was the biggest mistake because I have a bitch face. Literally, a guy goes, "Oh, are you dressed as?" And then he said the name of some girl from Chainsaw Man. I don't fucking know him. I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm myself. I'm a VTuber." And then I was like, "Here's my social media. Do you want a sticker?" I give him a sticker. Oh, speaking of, someone remind me after stream. I need to buy more stickers. Girl, maybe I need to make new stickers. Moko, I want to commission you for a cute little sticker design. Yeah. I really like the stickers that I currently have, but I feel like I want to, yeah. New stickers in different posts, yeah. Anyways, we're about to leave. I'm like, okay, let's get some food. We were gonna get a Vietnamese place, but we ended up going to a Japanese one because it was right next door. But when we get to the parking lot, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna eat in fucking heels. Yeah, Moko's my little slave. Little Kappa slave. Cats, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I hope you enjoy your stay. Mwah. How are you? How did you find me? Did you find me on Pornhub? Were you gooning? Are you a little gooner slut? No, I'm just kidding. What was I gonna say? Oh, I get just undressed in the parking lot. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I probably could have gotten in trouble for it. I got undressed. You did? That's amazing. I love that. Oh, you follow me? Well, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I'll be doing my Comboy stuff. We have new stuff coming in August, so please be patient. Please get excited for it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Really good. I want you to be able to see inside my fucking cervix, dude. Anyways, okay. I get undressed in the parking lot and I change outfits because I'm not gonna go eat food in a nun outfit. Yeah. It's cold as fuck. Yeah, I love gooners. All my gooners DM me. No, I'm just kidding. Well, you can DM me on Fansly. It is free to DM me there. You can also DM me on Discord. That's perfectly fine. I will get to the messages when I can. Don't hound me. Really? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's why we got Fansly and Twitter. The only reason I don't keep Twitter DMs open is because Twitter has so many fucking bots, dude. From their side, that's crazy. Can you use a VPN? I thought you could use a VPN. Anyways, yeah. Oh, we gotta start VPN maxing. Okay, what was I gonna say? So yeah, we get Japanese food. We hit up another dispensary because I only bought a little bit, and I was like, oh shit. And I started sharing with Chance, and like Edibles don't go a very long way when you're sharing. So we get another one. I save it for that night, you know? So later that night, I'm like, let's hit up a club. Let's have a little fun, right? So there's a place in Toronto called Steamworks. It is a gay sauna. And I was like, oh, yeah, let's try that. There were so many fucking people. It was just jocks, average dudes, fat guys, and guys with hella muscles. No twinks. I was the only twink. But most of the guys were ugly. Like, they don't, like, you can, you know what I mean? Like, you can have muscles, but if the face card ain't looking right, I'm bi. Suddenly I'm not looking at guys. You know what I mean? A lot of them were ugly. There were a few cute ones. I ended up getting my... Okay, let's back it up. I go there with Chance. He is not feeling it at all. He's like, this is not my vibe. Because you gotta know, Chance is like the opposite of me. The best way I can describe... Like, I'm bisexual, if you didn't know that. I'm technically bisexual. And so is Chance. We are opposites, though. So, for me, girls are my drunk cigarette. Like, if... Let me explain. Let me explain. If you don't know what a drunk cigarette is, a drunk cigarette is, like, I'm not a smoker, but when I'm drinking, I'll smoke. Not me, specifically. I don't smoke. At all. I don't even smoke weed. I only have edibles. Anyways. That's what a drunk cigarette is. I describe girls as my drunk cigarette, where I will be with a girl, but only if I'm also having sex with a guy. Does that make sense? And, like, with girls, it's very, very, very picky. Like, generally, like, I'm not like, wow, let me go find a girl. Also, like, if I'm gonna be entirely honest with you, based on the fucking dating scene and how some girls are retroactively taking away consent, I'm kind of staying away from girls. Unless we're doing a threesome thing. Yeah? Like, I'm trying to, yeah, I'm trying to get the, you know, anyways. There are some girls that will have sex with people and then retroactively take away consent. So they'll have consensual sex, but then after the fact, they'll be like, I regretted that. Or whatever, and then they'll... Yeah, it's really bad. And I don't want to deal with that. Also, like, the nice thing about sleeping with guys is we not have to worry about no pregnancies. I ain't got to worry about wearing no condoms. I'm a condom-free babe, you know? Yeah. I love unsafe sex. That sounds crazy to say out loud. Oh yeah, if I see Leon, I'm putting him in a baby trap. Yeah. 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 Trojan sponsorship? Oh, yeah. Just for different reasons? That's true. That's true. Yeah, I do have to worry about being assaulted. That is one of the biggest things about being like an actual fucking twink and like wanting to hook up with people. I have to play it very safe. Cause like, I mean, let's be real. Let's just keep it a stack. I might not be a trans woman. However, statistically, a lot of trans women on these apps tend to get murdered. And I am androgynous. And I have been with quite a few guys that have revealed to me after the fact that they're in a relationship with a woman. And that always does remind me that people will do crazy things to keep a secret. And I don't want to be in that situation where someone goes, "Yeah, my wife can't find out about this, so it's time to fucking get you out of here. Straight to heaven." And, you know. Yeah. I Okay, first off, the Lord okay. The Lord forgives all sins, okay? Oh, you got me heated. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As long as you truly repent. That's what they say. Yeah. 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 And, is yeah. Yeah. Anyways, the most important thing is we go to this thing. Chance is not feeling it at all. He leaves early. He ends up going to eat. He's like, "You can stay if you want." So I stay. I end up getting my dick sucked, and I'm getting, yeah. Um, it was good. It's alright. Okay, it was one time. I'm just kidding. I ended up getting my dick sucked. I don't come because, like, I realized one of the things I don't like about clubs and I don't like about places like this is that everything's in low lighting because no one wants to see how ugly the dudes look. I'm so fucking hot that I don't need this. I realize I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need to have like anonymous sex because like I'm hot. Why the fuck would I want to be anonymous? Do you think I work on this face card to be in the fucking dark? Girl, what? No. So, I end up leaving after getting my dick sucked for a little bit. After that, I had multiple guys like touch me, wanting me to have sex with them. A lot of them were old, so no. Yeah, and it's a Saturday, and I don't do raw anal penetration on Saturdays. No, just kidding, I do. It's a Saturday, and I'm not feeling those guys, so no. Yeah, I need stage lights. Like, with a face card like this, baby, I don't need the shadows. Oh, thank you. I'll have some water. Thank you for reminding me, Miles. So, we end up leaving. It's late as fuck. I'm there for quite a while. It was all right. Like, I don't think I'd go back, right? Maybe if they had like a twink event, that'd be hot because there just were no twinks. And then when there were twinks, they started showing up at like 3, and I was like, well, I'm tired as fuck. I'm leaving. So I leave. He's sleeping in the car. So we leave. We go to bed. We wake up the next day. I'm like, bitch, I'm not even cosplaying. There are no fucking people at this convention. I'm not cosplaying, so I don't cosplay for the next convention. I help him into his cosplay. And there we get to aren't up for that late. Yeah. Yeah, definitely people were doing drugs. Anyways. So the next day we go to the convention. I talked with some people at Stoneforge, not Forged. Stoneforge. They're really nice. Then I talked with some other creators. We actually take this really adorable picture. Let me get a picture of it. We take this adorable picture. It was me with some other creators. Oh wait, girl, did I not save that? Hold up. Hold up. I gotta edit it. Because Chance doesn't want to show his new model. And he showed it. Okay, what is this? Fuck. Okay. Hi, Jeremy. Mwah. Okay. Hold out. Let's found someone to hold it down. About. Okay. Hold up. Also, I need to get a proper picture of my model, especially with like looking like this. I look so fucking good right now. Extra loud. Hi. Sorry, I do not yeah, I don't have well, actually no, I do. Not really sure why. So hi Layla, welcome. So let me get the picture up. We take the cutest picture. Let me tell you, I need to get my I need to get a picture of this. Like this shine, these look so good. I mean it should work. So if it does not work, you know, yeah. But I appreciate the thought though, so thank you. Let me get this picture up. Damn, where the fuck? Okay. We got this picture. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, that's me. So we get this cute picture. And it's like a thing people do where they'll put up their phones with their models and girl, I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't remember. I don't remember anybody. But they're cute. Except you can't see Chance, so you'll have to take my word for it. I really want to have my model... Like, I love that my model reflects me, IRL. It makes me really happy that, I know. So, when it comes to... And this is why I want to move to Texas, and we'll get into that. My plan is to move to Texas because there's so many VTuber conventions in the West Coast, and I'll be close to it. And there's also the VTubers that did show up to SumiCon in Houston and in Vegas. None of them are guys. So there are barely any male VTubers to begin with, and they're all fuckboys. The ones that are there, they're all fuckboys and pieces of shit backstabbers. That's why I ain't talk to none of them hoes. Anyways, they're all fake as fuck. The girls are fake too. However, these bitches are faker than my motherfucking nose. I've always wanted to say that joke. I finally got to say it. Anyways. Right. You say that, and I do a cunt boy thing, so it's like... Yeah, there's an open market for me. And I really want to take this opportunity, and it's not like I'm getting any younger. I'm a few thousand years old, you guys. Anyways, um, one of the big things is also none of these bitches even look like they're motherfucking models. Not them specifically. Not them. These people were very, very nice. However, a lot of VTubers don't look like they're models, and I get it. It is fantasy. You're like, obviously I don't have fox ears. I know. However, my model is largely based off of me, and I love that. I love that about it. It's one of the reasons why, like, Moko has, like, in order to get the proper dick references too, Moko's seen my dick. Yeah, I put Moko through the trenches. What's that? But yeah. So I really want to do that more. Also, I look like a really cute e-boy. And you would not believe the amount of men and women. One time a midget in drag, which was weird for everyone involved. I would not recommend it. Everybody be staring, and I love it. I love it. I lost 2 butters. Yeah. I mean, I love being a show off. Y'all already know it. There were no parties because there were no people. Bitch, there were no people. There were no people. It's crazy. I'm hungry. Y'all probably eating a bit. I love being the center of attention. Yeah. Well, I love when my favorite thing in the world is when a straight guy will go, "Oh, actually, wait a minute." You know what I mean? You know? I would like to, but Moko, I don't have any money. Cause okay, we'll get into what I mean. I guess we can get into it. Let me finish up the story of Toronto. I'm gonna stay very far from Brampton. Was it even a con? I know, right? There was like nothing there. I did get to meet these people. They were super nice. They were really awesome. Really nice nails too. Can we talk about? Look at her nails. They were fucking cool. They were green, and then they had like this like chrome over it. It was so pretty. She was cool. Yeah. Sodomy is okay as long as you say sorry. And when like see sodomy is okay as long as you say, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." You know? Yeah, Brampton was fucking terrible. Never doing that again. Never doing that again. I'm never letting anyone pick the room yeah. Unless I've looked at the area, I'm not letting it happen again. Unfortunately, that is what ended up happening for Offkai coming up. However, it looks promising. Yeah, you do. So what was I gonna say? So yeah, I'm not gonna eat Indian food for a really long time. I'm playing. Let's talk about someone get lean. Yeah, no. So one of the things I loved about getting to hang out with Chance again, because that was my second time getting to hang out with him, is he's been super motivated. Like he's all up in this like taking care of your health, working out consistently, eating right, you know, and it's really motivating because when you surround yourself with people that take care of themselves, it makes you want to do it too. Because I take care of my skin, but I've been slacking on taking care of my health. And it really got me motivated for it. Because I used to do it, and then I got kicked out by my family, and I was in a weird headspace during all that. So I just kind of took a long break from it, and it sucks. So, um, Moko, as I was saying, I would love to get to hang out. I would love to get to visit again. It is quite expensive for me, so I would have to look into, I mean, potentially having someone go on a road trip with me, and, like, splitting an Airbnb because it's just so expensive. It's not something I could do on my own. Damn! Yeah, I wouldn't eat Indian food ever again then. You surrounded by people is contagious. Yeah. I mean, I would argue it's the exact same thing when you surround yourself with people who hate themselves, who hate their future, who hate their life. That is contagious as well. Misery loves company. Hi, Rocket. Mwah. Um, and the inverse is true. When you surround yourself with people that want to live life, that want to grow, that want to better themselves, that want to stay healthy and stay happy, that prioritize their own mental health, and not the toxic ones that say, I'm doing this for my mental health, and then they make bad choices. They're like, I'm doing this for my mental health, does a line of coke. Like, those people, they drag you down. And this is someone that says you can enjoy life, you can do what you want to do, you, you can still have your cheat days, and still take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you have to go hardcore looks maxing, fucking hammer to the face. But like taking care of yourself, taking care of your skin, like that's something we should all strive to do and motivate each other and get excited to do together. Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Just like him. Like, it's like life can be so great. You just have to want it. And I would love to experience that with you guys. So, hey, if any of y'all want to go to Anime North and y'all wanna go road trip with me, hit me up. um Now, I can't offer you what Chance offered me, because what Chance offered me, he's like, "Yeah, I'll drive us there. You can stay a day in my place." Baby, you can't stay in my place. You wanna know why you can't stay in my place? I live in a one-bedroom fucking studio. Moderation looks hot. Yeah, exactly. That's the way to live life. Dress when you do it all the time. That's true. 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 You know what's crazy? The people that do the most drugs are so fucking depressed because they're using drugs to ignore their life. It's so sad. Um, Anyways, um, what was I gonna say? It's got a floor. That's true. What singer? Are you saying you're down? Are you saying you're down? Um, but yeah, that's my main thing. Um, you're comfortable in a cardboard box. True. True. Yeah, I've got this box here. I warmed it up for you. Oh wait, let me change that. I've got this box here. I warmed it up for you. um, what was I saying? But yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. But unrelated to that, the saddest thing happened. I started messaging some really hot guys on the day I had to fucking leave. Oh, we also go to the club. It's mid as fuck. Okay, first off, we go, okay, so that Steamworks shit kind of sucked ass. Let's go. Also, Valix, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I hope you enjoy your stay. Mwah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm not joking. I would consider it. But the only way I'd do a road trip with someone is I'd have to have met you before. I would not road trip with someone I've never met. Imagine being stuck in a car for hours with someone you ain't never met. Yeah, no. But I live in Minnesota, so y'all could fly here. And, yeah. Right? Because it would have to be a road trip. Like, the only way I'd go to that convention, Moko, is if it was, like, a complete road trip where, like, I'm not flying at all. Because flights are so expensive. Ban Moko. I don't even want to hear. Don't even speak. Don't even speak that name into existence. It's like the boogeyman. You don't speak it, or you'll get or fraud will happen to you. um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Hot Guys started messaging me at the very last day, so I didn't get to fuck them, which I'm so sad because there were some really cute guys. Um, we have to. Oh, so we go to this club. It's mid as fuck because it starts off. We were gonna go to this one club, and then it fucking it was so it said it closed at 3, but we got there at like 2. Because we ended up sleeping. What happened? Oh yeah, so it's Saturday night. We were gonna take a nap. We ended up sleeping longer than we needed to because we didn't get much sleep the night before. So we're like, fuck. Um, it's like 1. We wake up, we get ready, we drive. It's a 45-minute drive to Toronto. So by the time we get there, it's 1:45, and they close doors at 2. We didn't know that. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They gotta pass the vibe check. But so we go to this club. The doors closed. 2 clubs we wanted to go to, both closed at 2. We were like, fuck. Even though it said it would open at 3, but it makes sense because they probably let people stay, close up the doors at 2, and then you can stay till 3. Anyways, there was one club that was at max capacity that was open till 3, and they let people in till 3. So we get in there. I think they go for longer. It fucking sucked. It was hot. It was sweaty. The area was way too fucking small. I lose my jacket. I end up talking with the owner. He's super nice. He helps me find my jacket. I know, right? That's why I was like, oh, it should be fine. Anyways, fucking lame. Toronto fucking sucks, donkey dick. So we leave, we go to bed. It's fine. So on Sunday, that's our last full day there. We're like, okay, so there's this. So Raccoon had told me, he was like, hey, here's some places you can hit up. There's this like dumpling place, really really good in Chinatown. Hit that place up. So I did. Food was amazing. It was so good. Like amazing dumplings. There were some buns that were ass. It was like some taro situation that was not good. And then they had some red bean one, which was like mid as fuck. And kind of cold. So those sucked. The other stuff was really good. I have a picture of it. Hold up. Let me. I have a picture of it. I never posted it. Let me hide myself really fast. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, I didn't get to post this image. I didn't. Okay. Well, we'll get to the edible place. This was so good. Okay, let me go. So the taro buns, actually ass. Don't get them. Trash. Yeah, no, it's literally so good. I got the chili wontons. So fucking good, dude. Literally so good. It was like the right amount of salty to where you don't need to add soy sauce. And then the chili oil wasn't too spicy. So good. So we got the crab and pork, xiaolongbao. Then we also got, these like bun ones that were fried that were good. The sesame balls are always good. Sesame balls always fucking hit. Always get these. When you see this shit on the menu, fucking get these. These are always so good. Then these fuck ass like red bean buns were cold as shit. They were bad. They were bad. Don't get them. Don't get them. I know. I know. Soup dumplings are so fucking good. And then we got the pan-fried soup dumplings. Those were really good. So, the fried buns were the best. Fried soup dumplings, second best. Then chili wontons, third best. Balls are always good, true. The sesame balls are in a league of their own. They're in a league of their own. Also, I forgot to ask, Valix, how did you find me? How did you find me? Welcome. Did you find me on the hub? Are you a gooner slut? My mouth watered, sorry. The Coke was probably the best thing on the fucking menu. Nothing tops a good Coke. Except when they write in fucking French on it. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Don't fucking put French on my fucking food. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, they still got... Nah, Mexican cock? Excuse me? No, they don't use real Coke. Real Coke. Oh. I've never done Coke in my life. Why did I need to specify that? That makes it weirder. I'm gonna stop saying it because that makes it sound like... The more I say it, I feel like it sounds like I've done it then. I'm not a Coke girly. Now, the pro move. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on if you don't know. So, when you get... So, okay. Get the fried bun thingies here. Get these. Okay, get these. Then get the chili wontons. Dip the pan-fried buns in the chili wonton soup thing. Okay, oil, whatever the fuck. Amazing. Amazing. Change your life. And don't order too much like we did. It didn't come out entirely hot for all of them because they cooked different lengths of time. So don't order too much like we did. Order less. Yeah. But yeah, really good. So we went to this edible shop that was recommended. It's called Cafe. That was the coolest fucking place I've ever been to. Literally, the people there were all hot. The front, like, barista girl was so cute. She was so nice. She was so helpful. She made me this, like... I don't even remember what it was. Let me look it up. Okay, so we went to this place called Cafe in Toronto. And it was so... Like, they were all so cute. Wait, can I show? Can I show that on stream? I don't think I'm allowed to. Like a dispensary? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyways, they had really good desserts. I'm not gonna show it, but they had really good desserts. I got a Nanaimo bar, which is like... What even is a Nanaimo bar? I didn't even know. I was asking a girl. She didn't even know how to describe it. So, a Nanaimo bar is a no-bake Canadian dessert with 3 distinct layers. Chocolate, coconut, and graham cracker crumb. With a graham cracker crumb base. And then a creamy coconut excuse me, creamy buttery custard filling, and then a top layer of chocolate ganache. They look like, you can, you cannot. It would have to be. Oh, it is. Oh, so even if it's a legal dispensary, it's not allowed. Anyways, I'm not gonna show it. I don't care enough to show it to risk anything. But it looked like this. The Nanaimo bars. They were so fucking good. I took a bite. Which I think I would make these. I think I want to make these. This is actually really good. I think I would make these for home. Okay. I took a bite because I was like, damn, this shit good. I want another one, but I was like, I shouldn't. It comes with 2 bars. Each bar is 150 milligrams. Girl, I think I took like 25 grams. 30 grams, maybe 40. It was a big bite. And then I forgot. I was like, oh my god. Because I'm used to edibles. My edibles are usually like 10 milligrams tops. And I take a little bite. And that little bite is like 2 milligrams. Maybe 5 at most. No, not even 5. Probably like maybe 2.5. Maybe 4 at most. Bitch, I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I don't know if you guys saw me ping in Discord. Bitch, I ordered fried chicken and just complained about Brampton. I was like, yo, I can't. I was like, this place. I'm like crying and laughing. I'm like, this place stinks, and this fried chicken is spicy. Like, I don't even remember what I said. I wish I recorded myself. No, it fucked me up, and then I had a huge migraine, and I couldn't stop eating popcorn. Y'all, I got this really good popcorn, and I could not stop eating it. This is regular ass popcorn. I could not stop eating it. I was like, damn. Bitch, I woke up with popcorn all up in my teeth. I didn't even brush my teeth like a fucking animal. I felt disgusting. Yeah, no, literally, like, literally, that's what, like, getting that high caused a fucking mental reset. That's why I started working out again. I was like, get your life together. Like, I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast along with a That's So Raven, like, premonition at the same time. It was crazy. It was a lot. So, I threw the Nanaimo bars away. I don't care that I threw away like $30. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking eat these. This fucking deleted my mental state. And when I get really high, I get really bad headaches. Because it's, like, overwhelming for my brain. It's why I only microdose. To, like, chill. Right? And, like, I can microdose with CBD or THC. It doesn't really matter. Dude, I'm fucking hungry. I haven't really eaten today. I need to eat. I'll probably eat after. I don't want to cook. Or I don't want to cook, like, during stream. What was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say. Anyways. Yeah, it was just a good time. It was a good time. I mean, I had a fucking headache the next day. So, okay, actually it wasn't a good time. Hot guys were messaging me, and they were way too far, and a lot of them weren't available that night. Especially because I was in fucking middle of nowhere, Brampton. Pissed me off. And then we had to leave the next morning really early because Chance had to pick up his dog. And And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put on any makeup. And yeah. Tell me fucking why when I don't put on makeup and I'm not feeling cute and I'm feeling like not hungover, but basically hungover. Tell me fucking why the border patrol guy was so fucking hot. Like he was so hot. He was like dark brown hair, beautiful blue eyes, hella muscles. He was so nice and he was so hot and I was literally looking like a fucking dog. And I was like, I had no confidence. I was like, oh. Put me down, old yeller. Like, take me to the back of this car and fucking put me down. I was like, this is mortifying. He was so hot. I felt so ugly, too. Crazy. Oh my god, he was so hot. I would have let him. I would have let him. But yeah. Yeah, it was so sad. Anyways. Why does Xiaolong Bao kind of look like a butthole? Why it gotta be shaped like that? I think about that sometimes. Soup dumplings? They kind of look like a butthole. It's when you're least prepared. True. The hot guys show up when you're not ready for it. No, I didn't. They got opinion to be center. That's true. True. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so we drive back. I'm sleeping the whole entire fucking time. And I'm still, so, Chance is still high during the drive. Like, he's still high. And we're trying to be as cool as fuck during the inspection. Okay, let me paint the picture for you. He's hot as fuck. I'm looking like a fucking rat. Chance is wearing, like, I'm literally wearing shorts and a tank top. Chance is wearing a dress shirt and slacks. Because he's, like, he has to, like, he had to, like, do a thing directly after. So, like, he looked really good, and I look fucking busted. And we're trying to be, like, so normal. I have a fucking migraine. But my ears are perked up because, like, hello, hot guy. And then he goes, "Did you guys buy anything in Canada?" And, like, Chance is like, "Don't..." Well, okay. So he goes, "Did you buy anything in Canada?" And Chance goes, "Nope." I go, "Yep, just souvenirs." And I'm like, oh. Because if you say anything, they're gonna check the car. And I was like... And the guy let us go. And then... And then he was like, "Dude, they could have checked." And I'm like, oh! Surprise Pikachu face. In my defense, he was hot, and I was distracted. So... Yeah, we get through perfectly fine. I have a... Yeah. You brought stuff home. I have a very yummy looking, like, Oreo Rice Krispie situation. Which I'm freezing. Yeah. I'm trying to have him change his fucking career to OBGYN for me. You know what's so funny? You know what I think is so funny about who I am as a person? Is that if I talked about the way I talk about men, if I said this about women, I would be I mean, I'm already canceled, but I would be so canceled. Like, I would be beyond canceled. I love the double standard. Thank you. Thank you for double standards. But am I really a bad person for loving dick and balls? No. Yeah. Um, but I had a headache the entire time. Because again, I hate being super high because it gives me migraines. That's why I only microdose. I know the sweet spot for me. And the nice thing about only having a little bit is that edibles last over a long time for me because I don't take that many. You know what I mean? Like, I only need to take, like, if it comes with 30 pieces, bitch, I'm taking one, maybe one, not even every day. It's like one, like, maybe every other day. I only do it for, like, I only have more if I'm having fun when I'm out with people, but alone, I'm not really doing it. I don't need to. But I enjoy it casually. Like, it's just a fun time for me, you know? But yeah, I hate having my vision, not vision. I hate having my judgment impaired. That really bothers me. I know even microdosing, it is slightly impaired, but I don't like the whole, like, you know, like when you can't stop laughing? That fucking pisses me off. Or like when you start crying and shit, like what? That's infuriating. Anyways, I do want to go to more conventions. I do really need to save money, so okay, so for the last day, we pick up his dog. His dog is so cute. Remy is adorable. His dog's name is Remy. She's a Shiba. So fucking cute. So cute. Literally has a scar on her like her snout. So it literally looks like so anime. Is she a rescue? I think she was a rescue. I have no idea. Anyways, adorable. Love her. That's where I realized, you know, when like you okay, here's the thing. I'm used to being treated like a prince. I truly was like, oh, we in the fucking we not in my territories, because Chance did like Chance just left me to myself, and he said, oh yeah, you can sleep up here, or you can sleep downstairs. And I was like, oh, I thought this was just a sofa. He's like, no, Remy usually sleeps there. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, so I slept in the dog's bed. So now I'm gonna sleep with the fucking dog. So, me and Remy divided up the bed. She was very nice. And she stayed in her place. We divided up. I slept in my side. She did cross over sometimes. I was like, don't you get your dog hair on me. Yeah. It's like, when you're used to being pampered, when you're used to being taken care of, it felt so polarizing to be like, oh, from prince to puppy. That's a good ASMR idea. Write that down. Yeah, but I like being a spoiled pet, not like a mutt. I think it's also why, like, yeah, anyways. So that happened. I tried so bad to hook up with a guy on the last day while I was at Chance's place. I mean, obviously I was gonna go to the guy, but there were no guys available, and they were hot though. But like none of them were available. I was so sad. So I was bummed out. I didn't get any dick. I did have a guy though. Well, I did have a guy suck my dick, and I did have one guy, which was actually kind of hot. He started, and this was weird, and I kind of want to have this happen again. And okay, hold up. Let me explain the experience. I did hook up with a guy, but we stopped midway because it got kind of sketch. So I had clearly said like, "Hey, I want to be taken care of. I want to be serviced. I'm not doing nothing. If you want to service me and jerk off together, great. But I'm not doing nothing. I don't want to do nothing." Right? So this guy pulls up. He's hot. Well, he's like, here's the thing. His pictures were hot, but I was like, well, I don't want to do it in the Airbnb with Chance there. He said it was okay, but like, I was like, I don't really want to deal with it, right? I was like, we just do it in the car, right? And it's at night, so when the guy shows up, I can't really see what he looks like. And that made me go like, is he hot or is he not? Because I can't tell. And then he was like, yeah, I also, and prior to us messaging me, he was like, yeah, I shaved my head, which is very different. And he sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, he looks fine. Good enough, But when I get there, he said, yeah, I also have a fucking beard. I was like, what? I don't even know this until I open the car door. And I'm like, I was like, I was like, yo, I don't really like the way beards feel on me. And that was more of an excuse, because if a guy's hot enough, I don't give a fuck about a beard. Beards are harder to pull off, but I was like, ugh. He was like, well, I'm already here if you want to try it. And I was like, and I was so horny, I was like, I guess I'll try it, So, okay. This is gonna sound weird. So, I've got my shirt lifted up. I've got my pants pulled down. He's fingering my taint and, like, playing with my prostate that way. And he's sucking on my nipples. Well, one of them, obviously. While I'm jerking myself off. It's weirdly hot because, like, I like having my taint played with because, like, it touches your prostate. It feels really nice. And I was very clear that I did not want any penetration. I didn't want none of that, right? And he keeps trying to, like, get me to jerk him off. He keeps trying to get me to suck his dick. He keeps trying to get me to to let him fuck me. And I'm like, no. And after, like, the third, fourth time, I was like, okay, I'm done. And granted, Chance knows where I am. I've got Find my iPhone on. I got Chance's number. He knows exactly where I am. And the guy knows that. So I was like, take me back. I'm not feeling this. And I was like, I can also walk. Look, my thing is, if I say no, it's already no. It's already, I was very clear, and I told him that. I was like, yo, I was already clear. I only want to be serviced. That's it. And I walked. I straight walked. I was like, nah, fuck this. And I left, so. Hell, I mean, it was so dark, he could have been Indian. No, the guy drove from really far, but, yeah, no, the guy drove from pretty far away, so most likely wasn't, but still, you know what I mean? Like, it was so dark, who fuck knows? Sorry, will you redeem, he was trying to get me to redeem it. But yeah. I wasn't feeling it. So, yeah. Anyways, I got back home safe, immediately slept. I was so fucking tired. I had headaches all day. On the plane, I was next to a fat girl, but she was nice. She was nice and kept to herself. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. On the plane ride back, I didn't get nice seats, because this trip was... I mean, obviously, I wanted to save as much money as I can. I got the shittiest fucking seats I could. You know, I had random seating arrangements. So I was next to this fat Asian girl. Granted, she wasn't like morbidly obese. She was nice. And she did try to take up as little space as possible, but at the end of the day, homegirl gonna take up space. So occasionally, like, she'd run into me, which would kind of be annoying. Like, you know? And I'm not someone that fights for like the arm,
It's Christmas.
like the
Merry
armrest.
Christmas.
But like
Merry Chrysler.
homegirl was kind of big, you know? True, I know. Thankfully, I got window seats twice. But hey. Okay, let me explain why I had to go so cheap. She was really nice though, so like I would take that. I would take that over anything else. I still, I mean, I'm, you know, as I say, I'm a nun. I am blessed and highly favored. It is what it is. Free pillow, yeah. Um. So, in my time spending with Chance, he's so motivated, and you know, we may not agree on everything, but he's very motivated, and I find that very inspiring. When you surround yourself with people that are motivated, that are go-getters, it's very inspiring. And you know, we had some good discussions, and it got me thinking about, like, I already knew I wanted to move I wanted to move out of state, right? I don't want to live in Minnesota anymore. There's no reason for me to live here. The cost of living is rather high. I mean, it's average, but considering that I don't make that much money, and you know, I obviously have a job where I don't need to do that. Why would I stay? You know what I mean? Like, why would I stay? You know? So I know that I want to move to Houston, and it got me really motivated to move. I know I want to move to Texas. It could be somewhere near Texas. It doesn't have to be exactly Texas, but Texas is where I'm looking at. I was looking at some places, so I pay around $1,500, not including utilities, um, for my rent. I have a pretty nice apartment. It is a studio though. Yeah, 1,500 for a studio. I know, crazy. But I was looking at places in Houston, and in Houston there are places that are weird. Places that are nicer than mine are 1,400, and I pay about 1,450. And I was like, damn. And these ones are nicer for the same price. So meaning I could get one slightly lower or similar in quality to mine and pay only 1,000. And I was like, fuck, dude. I don't mind being on the lower end, like, you know, slightly lower, maybe a 3-star place rather than a 4 to 5-star place. For a year to have only pay $1,000 in rent. That's a lot better. But like, I don't know. I was thinking about that a lot, and there's a lot of conventions. There's SumiCon, which is a hentai convention. Guns, yeah. And then in Vegas, there's SumiCon Vegas, which I want to have a booth there. And there are other conventions in Texas that I want to go to. It's like, I just want to do, I want to be more present, and I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. And if I want to go to any big conventions, it's like a Midwest-focused convention. So it's like not even in my state. I still have to drive. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not ideal. So I've been highly considering there, and I want to save as much as I can this year. I know I've been talking about that, but I really want to save because, as you guys know, I don't, you know, and one of the things that I'm realizing is that my parents they would always not report. They would always like slightly under-report. Because my mom would do my taxes for me. She would always slightly under-report my taxes. Because it's the idea that, oh, well, they'll take less money from you. You know? And this is because they're bad with money and they're poor. So they do that thing. And one of the things that they never considered with me is like, well, if I don't have good, like, yeah, well, they're bad people. They're bad people. So if I don't have, what's it called? Um, what is it? If I don't have good, like, numbers, I can't fucking rent a place. No one's gonna approve me because they're gonna be like, you make no fucking money. Yeah, like, I have good credit. I don't have good proof of income. So it's really hard for me to get this apartment. I'm hoping, due to renting history, because I haven't missed I'm never gonna miss rent while I'm here. I don't. That's never fucking happening. I only have the lease for till the end of this year. And I'm able to use my 2025 information. I'm really hoping that I can get approved for a place, but I don't know if I can. And one of the big things is like I need to save as much as I can, because worst case scenario, if they don't approve me based on my income, I can literally say, "Hey, I'll pay for this entire year's worth of a lease right now." And it is possible for them to accept me because I've essentially paid my entire rent. So, you know, that means I have to save around 12,000 to maybe 15,000, maybe more. And I have money saved, but I want to keep saving, you know what I mean? Because, like, you can't have money only for rent, you know? So I need to save a lot. Um, but I want to save as much as I can to avoid having to take out a loan. Obviously, I'll take out a loan if I need to, but I really don't want to take out a loan. That is the last thing I want to do. I hate fucking owing money. Um, but yeah. 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 So I've been really thinking about that, and I also realized, and I was having this conversation with Chance, because we had this conversation about monogamy and polyamory and open relationships. And I realized, like, I don't think being in a, like, normal ass relationship is something I'd do. It doesn't really work with my interests, my job, realistically, because, like, I is this weird to say, but I think it's really difficult to be a NSFW content creator and actually feel monogamous. Because I feel like once you're showing your pussy to the world, that line of monogamy is very, like, I don't, like, personally, I don't feel like you're monogamous when you're showing your pussy to the world. Sorry. I get that that might offend people. Whatever works for your relationship, I don't really give a shit. But for me, if I were to be with someone and they're like, "Yeah, I want a monogamous relationship," I just don't feel like I would be fitting that bill. If I were to be like, "Yeah, I don't fuck anybody else, but I show everyone my pussy," what? I mean, I don't really make sense to me. And if that offends someone, like, too fucking bad. Like, sorry your feelings got fucking hurt, but, like, be so for real. Like, that doesn't really sound like monogamy to me. It's like, "Yeah, I'm a vegan, I just sometimes eat meat." Girl, I don't think it worked like that. I'm a Imma be honest. So, it got me thinking of, like, well, what does relationships mean to me? Because if you didn't know this, I haven't dated people in multiple years. I'm like, it's been a while. Um, and one thing I realized about myself is I mean, I already know I have abandonment issues, big time. I gave it to Luna. Sorry, Luna. Um, and one of my biggest fears was like, I don't want to ruin what's already good. If it's already good, why ruin it? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to ruin it. Because like people get jealous, people get angry, drama. But like, if 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 you never get in a relationship, they can't have a reason to leave. But what I always ended up with was they always found someone, and they always left me behind. And it was always like that whole like, well, if they liked me enough, they would have stayed. But when I think about it, it's like they never had a reason to stay. And I think that was something I always struggled with a lot. And I think it's something I always like never really wanted to like face or really examine in a way. Um but I think it's something I thought about a lot, especially with like thinking about my life, thinking about moving, cuz like the future starts now. You can't think about a life and never begin it, right? And I was like, well, I know I want to move, but then I was thinking like, and I was having this conversation with Chance where we were talking about being in a relationship, but also not wanting to live with another person because I like living alone. Is that weird? I don't like sharing a space like that. Obviously, I can do it if I have to, but I realize I don't really like it. I like being alone. I like having a studio apartment. I like being I mean, I of course I want to see people, but I like being alone. And it feels like such a foreign idea to be like, "Oh yeah, I want to date people, but like I want to be alone." But like I'm also not I've never been a super touchy person. So I realized that's one of the other reasons why I was so pushed away from wanting to date like that because it felt like, "Oh, well you have to, you have to ooh, there's a Cash App survey for $5. I get $5? Hell fucking yeah, I'm doing it right now. I do prefer having my own space as well. Oh, that makes sense. Something that means you run around naked. Yeah. Right, sorry, because you're going benches. Yeah, like I realized um I like I like being on my own. And I feel like yeah, I do. Yo, I think that's so funny because Chance, like, the thing is, I'm not gonna walk around naked around strangers. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me, but like, I ain't trying to catch a case. Um, but like, if I know you, I'm gonna walk around naked. I don't give a fuck. If I need to change, I'm gonna change. The fuck? Um, um, no. Sorry, no, I'm literally doing the survey for $5 right now. They're like, do this survey and we'll give you $5. Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. Um. Yeah. Oh my god. Really? Please answer this question. Fine, I'll fucking click all of them. Stupid ass shit. Um. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I think we're done. No, we're not done. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying about relationships. Yeah, I think one of the things I'm interested in, and this is one of the things that I know that I'm interested in is I think I'm interested um in a relationship, like, and interested in probably something, and I don't know all the words for it, right? And I feel like that's the thing with me and labels is I don't really care about labels. It's like what works for me and my people. Um, but it would be something that's open, that's non-monogamous, in the sense that like I would probably want to date multiple people at once, or at least have the relationship be open in that sense. Um, yeah. My only thing is I think I would have the restriction of um and I don't know if this sounds weird, and that's the thing. It's like this is what makes relationships so complicated that I don't like about relationships, right? Um um like a harem, yeah. Oh, nice. I get $5 now. Okay, okay. One of the things I don't like is for me, I'm like, okay, let's say it's a polyamorous relationship, or I don't think it's poly. I think it's technically open, where it's like I'm dating two people, right? Even if I'm dating you, if you're dating another person, great, live your life. I don't really care. But for me, I think I wouldn't want to be wrapped up in any of the drama. That's the only thing I don't like. I don't want to have to hear about like, oh, what this person's doing, and you know what I mean? Like, I get, is that crazy? It's like that's why I don't like dating is because people bring drama, and with drama brings annoyance. But I know that humans just do that. Oh, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. How did you find me? Did you find me on the hub, or Twitter recommendations based? Actually based. Well, I'm glad it caught your eye. Now I want to know what. What in particular? But you know what I mean? And that's something I think I'm still slightly wrestling with, of the like, for me, in my head, it's the idea that's easiest. And not even like in a selfish way. I mean, I guess it is selfish. But like in my head, the easiest thing to do when dating is like I'm dating people that are only dating me, but I'm dating multiple people, right? But I understand it doesn't work that way. It's just one of the things I don't like is this idea that like, oh, you're dating someone that I think fucking sucks. That's a piece of shit, and they treat you like shit, and I feel like even if I tell you, you won't listen. I hate that idea. I hate this idea that you're clearly being wronged, but because you're dating this person, you're letting them treat you wrong, and I can't do anything to stop that. You know what I mean? And then I just have to deal with you fucking complaining all the time about this person that's like fucking horrible to you. We're not gonna listen to Cardi right now. No. But you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do in that situation then? Like, tell me. Like, I mean, cake. It is a cake and eat it too. But like, to me, in my head, that's mentally the easiest option. But obviously, it's only beneficial to me, which is not how a relationship works. But I also think of that situation where I'm like, well, here I fucking am, seeing you again with someone that fucking treats you like shit, that does crazy shit, and like I look like the selfish asshole for saying you should break up with them. Is that like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess for me, I don't really know how to describe how weird that is. Because I feel like I don't have the answer to it. And maybe that's part of it, is like relationships are about not having the answer. But like, yeah. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about a relationship, is that like I've always been someone that needs a lot of control in my life, and I feel like that's an aspect that I won't be able to control. And I mean, I shouldn't control. I can't control because it's another person. And I don't know. I feel like I want an answer for that, but I just don't know what that answer is. I don't know. It's a struggle. Mentally, it's difficult to not just explain, but also like, I don't want to say work through, but like to have the right answer to. So it's like, I don't know. And it's like I like the idea of like keeping the people that I care about close to me, but like there is you being the singular, and that just feels like, I mean, I don't know if that's a relationship term, but like it just feels like there's not a clear answer to that. You know what I mean? And it sucks because it's like I do like structure in the sense that I do like being able to like, I know how to define this and I know how to fix this. And humans are not that simple. And I think that's part of me needing to accept that, you know? I think that's part of relationships, is accepting that you ultimately, they're their own person and they're going to make their own choices, and working through it in that moment in time. You can't prevent something that hasn't happened, you know? I'm being afraid of something that hasn't happened. I'm being worried about something that might not ever happen. Because obviously if you're dealing with level-headed people, these aren't situations that are going to happen, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that like I'm trying to accept, is like I is that like of and you know the thing is I do, and especially in the last year, you know, like dealing with my family and shit, not taking things seriously. That's one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, was like, it's not a big deal. This didn't go the way you planned, it's not a big deal. Yeah. I think I mean, even this conversation here is helping me better accept the fact that like in doing a non-monogamous relationship, that it's just gonna be like that, where like it is gonna be it is gonna be like that. Yeah, it is just gonna be like that. And I think it's not about me. And I think, and that's the thing with the relationships, is I've been, for the longest time, I just chose not to think about it because I'm just like, it's just annoying. But you know, you know? But that's the thing, right? I I know that my criteria for people that I would want to date are people that do want to take care of me, that do, you know. I've always been honest. I'm a spoiled brat. I love being spoiled. I like being taken care of. I do want a little slave. I do. Um, but that does mean I do love and care for them, you know? Like, obviously I love and want to take care of my pets, but I think that would be my big criteria. Also, I can't look. I'm gonna be 100% about it. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I will not date anyone. I will not even be interested in anyone that fucking hates themselves and don't even want to take care of themselves. Sorry. If look, I might not be perfect, and I don't expect them to be perfect. However, you can get depressed. Good luck getting me to date you if you are depressed. If you have no drive to live your life, to start your life, to to begin, yeah, downers do not apply. Yeah. Why would I don't want to drag someone to continue life with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already pulling myself through it all. How can I how can I drag someone along? Harem? Yeah, maybe it is a harem. But I think the people that want to be with me will understand that, and we'll all enjoy it together. You know what I mean? And I do love a perfect world of being worshipped by all my little pets, and we all get to have fun at the same time together. But I also know that, like, not all of them will be into that. But I think maybe the people that I date, maybe they should be into that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I think it's something where it's about, haha, jokes, working out the kinks as you go. Sort of cult. It is a cult. Yeah, it is a cult. But I think the people that are actually interested in dating me, they already like me for who I am now. They wouldn't want me to change. And I think when it comes to a relationship, I don't want anything about my interactions with them to change. I don't want anything about the experience I have with them to change. Um, and I don't think anything would shift. And I think anyone that would want it to shift, I think they probably don't want to date me. They want to date what I represent. Because I am me, and obviously things will change as time goes on. But if they're already asking me to be a completely different vibe altogether, maybe this isn't gonna work. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that I know to be true. Also, stress this week is a culmination of all my work throughout the year. Yeah. Yeah. It's like not having control is scary. Cause when you're living life, you have to be in control. Get the farm, get it fixed, Jackson. Yeah, you wanna come to Houston? Again, I love living alone. I don't know why. Can't stay long. You want a specific question? You can if I'm not feeling it, I will not answer it. But I'll try if I can. No language? No, that's okay. I understand. It's very scary. But thank you for your message. I'm excited to move from where I'm at right now, and moving is very scary. But yeah. So maybe we are taking that um What does BNWO mean? A lot of femboy stuff is race play though. That is one thing. Oh, well, that shows you how much I'm into it. I didn't even know what I've never fucking yeah, no, they love it. They love blacked stuff like that. I mean, I would get some bleached or blacked art, because I enjoy a little race play, but no, that's very popular in that, and I'm personally not like, wow, it always needs to be that way. I like a little spice every now and again, something different, but it's a lot. Yeah, no, they love it. You know what's really weird? Can I say one of the things I find to be the weirdest is people that are femboys or that like femboy stuff, but they choose to ignore the most popular aspects of it because it's really hard to separate those things because a lot of and I don't even want to say I would say it's less even femboy and it's specifically feminization. Because I think you can be a femboy without being into feminization because I mean, I know I'm weird in that I like the cunt boy stuff, but, like, I don't like feminization. I don't really like seeing, I mean, your name is Playboy the King. I didn't think you were gonna be white. Get fucked. No, I'm just kidding. Nah. No. I love that you put that in parentheses. No, I get you. That, I do find it really strange when people that yeah, I do think it's a really good point to add. The line between sissy and femboy, there's a lot of they think if there's crossover, it's not. They're different things, right? But I think sissy and feminization stuff is very different from femboy stuff. And I'm personally not into the feminization stuff. It's why, like, I don't know. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it. That's funny that they Automod held that. Well, and that's one of the things I don't like is I would argue, and this might be a hot take, I think the whole, like, face mask, hoodie, skirt, thigh highs, socks, I think that leans on sissy more than femboy. Is that crazy? I feel like a lot of them are sissies to where it's more rare to to for them to just be I see it as both. The face card is femme and the body is femme. Okay. I see that, yeah. True, I do think when they do have more masculine builds, I do think that's when it feels less sissy. I could agree with that. Sissy as a king femboy's aesthetics. Close. I mean, I definitely think that is correct. I would agree with that. But I feel like I have seen some femboys that are so sissy that it's like, are we even femboy at that point? Or are we just like doing drag? Like, when is it like where's the line between femboy and drag? Because I feel like once you're in a dress, you're not like once you're in a dress out in daylight and you're just dressing up as a girl, I feel like are you just cross-dressing? Anime uwu drag? Yeah, I mean, when I say drag, I mean cross-dressing. Right? True, yeah, sure. No, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So and like how much is like is there a line between femboy and cross-dressing or does femboy need cross-dressing? You know what I mean? Like where is the line? Is it androgyny? Because I've always thought of femboy as androgyny. Like, you're feminine, but you're still a boy. So, like, a good example is, like, the difference between, like, a femboy having long hair and basically being a trans person, and one wearing a wig and taking it off. You know what I mean? Like, where's the line between where it's someone that's just trans and someone's that's a femboy? And then the question then becomes, well, can someone that's trans be a femboy? Because I've heard people say yes they can, but then I've heard some people say yes, no they can't, and it's just like there becomes a lot in it. And femboy can wear men's clothes and no comment. Also, Noah, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I hope you enjoy your stay. How did you find me? Did you find me on Twitter? Did you find me on the hub? Are you in fact a gooner slut? The rest starts confusing is hostile and claim whichever label suits your argument in the moment. True. True. What is the most woke answer for when you need it in your back pocket? Yeah. And I feel like they're, you know, I feel like you'll get lots of different answers. And we live in such polarizing times. On straight chasing. Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a big, well, then my question would be, and here's how I've always seen tomboys. They are masculine, but they are not trans. And in my head, how it's always been in order to be a femboy, you would have to be the opposite gender that you're dressing up as. That's why it's femboy. If you're a trans girl and saying you're a femboy, you're just a femme. So how did that work? If you're a tomboy, it's boy. So like, right? Because if we're going like again, I'm following the logic. So we're running into this like clash. And who knows? Maybe the definitions have changed. Shit happens all the time. And yeah. But I'm not afraid to be canceled. If someone, look, the people that say femboy is a slur, they're retarded. I don't care about their fucking opinion. I don't care about no fucking Twitter idiots, right? I've been canceled hella times already. You cancel me again, I don't care. I'm still canceled. You can't get canceled if you stay canceled, baby. So for me, it's not even about, oh, what can I say to not get canceled? Bitch, I'm trying to say, what the fuck makes sense? Some of this shit don't make no fucking sense. Let's make sense of it. But, yeah, going back to relationships. Yeah, if I'm gonna date anyone, I think decidedly a lot of things would have to stay the same. And obviously things would change, as time goes on. In the sense that, like, you know, I say I want to live alone, but maybe in the future I don't want to. But I wouldn't want cancellation of the year. Oh, yeah, no, I think I'm still canceled from last time. They ain't gonna stop me, bitch. What, I've been canceled like 5 times. Like, I don't even give a shit anymore. I literally say my piece and then I fuck off. Like, I do not give a fuck. Because, look, every time they've canceled me, it's always been, like, the most retarded people that I don't even want to talk to. Like, I don't even, like, why would I even want to be... Why would I even want to be their friend? You know what I mean? Like, why do I... What? Let me just reverse Tom. What? Yeah. No, I agree. It is weird. Also, Loyalty, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the call to I hope you enjoy your stay. Mwah! Welcome, you little gooner. No, just kidding. Did you find me on Twitter? Or Discord? Or not Discord. Twitter or the Hub. Or Fansly. That would be crazy. Imagine someone finds me from Fansly first. That would actually be So crazy. But yeah. But that's oops. Mm. Yeah, I'll have to. Did I post that video? I'll have to do that later. I didn't. Really? That's actually fucking awesome. I love that. It was an awakening. You know what? That's hot, and I love that. And you should DM me on Fansly to tell me more about it. I'm not even joking. Hi, welcome. Mwah. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What did I want to say? For the night. I can't remember what I was saying. My brain shut off. I'm hungry. Oh, dude, we'll talk about this tomorrow. I actually want to get into. So we're gonna play Pragmata tomorrow. No, your phone's all fucked up. Oh, what happened? Living alone minus the elevated cost. Cooking for others fun. Yeah, that's why it's like. I'm sure something a full sissy. Oh, really? Damn, that's crazy. Mwah! Thanks for the kiss and the headbats. So, I'm gonna agree with you. I am, as far as dating goes, I am open to dating. I'm open to dating. Anwi is officially open for dating. But I think one of the biggest things that I am probably considering is like, holes open, boys. Unzips pants immediately. I think it would have to be a mix of things, because I don't expect people to be like, oh wow, I'm, what's it called? Train time. I mean, those of you that know me, you know my morals, you know my opinions, you know what I think. You know my opinions on life. You know my motivations. And I do think that the people that are interested in that and know that and I'm gonna be real with you, that want to take care of me. Yeah, I'm a handful. Well, 2 hands, maybe. 'Cause you gotta hold my balls. But I think they know that. Like, yeah, I'm someone where I like to have my things carried for me. I like to have doors open for me. I do. You know, it's just who I am. And I think the people that vibe with it, and the people that don't, they don't. And I don't think I would ask them to change, and I don't think they'd ask me to change. But yeah. I think it'll work. I think it'll work with the people that it'll work with. I'm gonna make Nanaimo bars. I'm gonna get some stuff for it. But I gotta save money. I gotta save money. Oh, congrats, Austin. Mwah, that's amazing. Yeah. 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 We live in some mighty weird times right now, don't we? Don't we? Okay, be safe. You hoe now. Be safe. Mwah. But yeah. It's I can't even think right now. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a fuckboy streamer shithead, so what did you expect from me? True. True. All too empty, brain tone too empty. Yeah. Thank you for the sub. Mwah. Hi Zeta, how are you? I was actually probably gonna end stream soon. Tomorrow we're gonna play Pragmata. My streams have been a lot shorter recently because they've been just chatting. I need to eat before stream. I was so busy today. I was kind of doing a lot at once. But it was a good day. No, I was talking about that, like, I want to start dating, but it's probably going to be something non-monogamous and, like, unorthodox. Okay. I talked about this trip. Yeah. I didn't get to talk about the David stuff. I wanted to talk about music and stuff like that. That was gonna be really interesting to me, but let's talk about it tomorrow. Yeah? Oh, hold up. I just got a message from the Etsy seller. Let's see what he said. Yes, let's go. Okay. We're making Nanaimo bars. I want to do maybe I'll stream it in Discord, me making Nanaimo bars. Would you guys want that? Like actually stream it? Do you guys want me to start streaming that stuff more? I feel like I do it, but like I'm just on call, but I can like stream it. Okay. I could stream on Twitch, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to bother. You know what I mean? Okay. Excuse me. So lame. I like the song though. Okay, hold up. I got y'all. I got y'all. I'm gonna chill the music out. What else? Yeah, I think that's basically it. I love that, like, I don't use Kick. Shout out to all of you that follow me on Kick, thank you. I am streaming on Kick and Twitch and YouTube and, uh, Twitter, so follow me on all those socials, I'd really appreciate it. Um, I have 144 followers on Kick, and it's just, like, I randomly put it on, which I think is kinda funny. Well, they reached out to me, so technically I'm yep, yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to accept Kick's thingy. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream here. I'm gonna eat. I'm fucking starving. I'll be in Discord if you guys wanna hang. I'm actually probably gonna be playing, Apex. Um, and then I'll be hanging out if you guys wanna chat. I'll be streaming tomorrow, same time. We're gonna play some Pragmata and we'll chat a bit. Um, yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye. Mwah.